today we are going to study about word problems involving quadratic inequalities. Now, if we have word problems class, we need to read our problem not only once, but maybe you can read it twice or thrice until you have understood the problem very well. After reading your problem, it is really a must for us to have a diagram. We need to draw our diagram so we can visualize it. So you can see our problem and we can check it at the end. So we have here, Mrs. Reina is planning to fence her vacant lot. So in our diagram here class, the larger rectangle is our lot. And then the smaller rectangle here is the one that Mrs. Reina will build. It's a parking space. So here, the desired length of the parking space, this one, is 6 meters longer than its width. Whatever is at the end of the sentence, it will be our x. Therefore, this is our width and this is our x. Now, this one is the length. So, what is the representation for the length? So, for the length, it is 6 meters longer. Longer means plus. So, you have 6 here. Longer means more. Then, put the plus here. We are going back. And the representation for the width is x. So we have the step. First, we read the problem twice, thrice. Next is to draw our diagram, visualize it, visualize the given problems, and then represent it with x. So what is the x there? Is it the length or the width? So whatever is at the end of the sentence will be our unknown x. And now our rectangle here, we know that this one is the length and this one is the width. Now, if we have a rectangle, we know its formula. We should know the formula for rectangle. It's length times width. So I'm going to write here, area is length times width. That is the area of our rectangle. After we have already our representation, then we need to make our equation. So how do we make that one? From here, we know that area is length times width, and we have represented already the length and the width, which is x and x plus 6. So here, we are going to make our inequalities, not equation, inequality. So the length times the width here, which is the area, must be less than 40 square meter. So we will substitute the representation for the length and the width. The length and the width, it means times, multiplication. So where is the length now? X plus 6. Can we start with the width class? Anyway, we have commutative property of multiplication. You can have this as width times length less than 40. Width is this one, the x. So we have x, and then parenthesis means times, and the length is x plus 6. And this area class must be less than 40 square meter. Then we simplify this. So x times x squared plus x times 6 is 6x. So we have 6x is less than 40. So class, this is our inequality. X squared plus 6x is less than 40 square meters. Now, we will use this one and convert it first to quadratic equation so we can solve for the critical points. We need its roots. So, in quadratic equation, we just change this one into equality symbol. So we have here x squared is equal to 40. We transpose, and then x squared plus 6x minus 40 is equal to 0. Now this is quadratic equation already, and we have the 4 methods on how to solve quadratic equations. But if you can solve that one by factoring, we use factoring. If that one is exact. If that one is not exact, we use quadratic formula. So by factoring, x here, x squared is x, and if this one is minus, 1 is plus, 1 is minus. So positive times negative is negative. So we have here 10, and we have here on the other side 4. Check. 10x minus 4x is 6x. Positive 10 times negative 4 is negative 40. Then we will apply our zero product property. So we have x plus 10 is equal to 0. The other one is x minus 4 is equal to 0. For here is we have x is equal to negative 10, and on the other side x is equal to positive 4. Okay. After finding this one, we draw our number line. We will put these two values in our number line. So for the number line, that was negative 10 and 4. So we have here 0, and we just place here the negative 10 here, and the positive 4 here. Put an arrow there, and an arrow here also plus. Now we need these two critical points because we are going to test the area in between these two values. Of course, the value of negative 10 also, the value of 4 in between right and left of 10. Let us now test the testing area. Let us test negative 10 first. If that one is, if this one is included or not, so I'm going to place, I'm not going to shade this circle yet. Okay, here also we have another circle. We do not know if they are included or not, so we check first. Check where? Here class. You can check here or in the original equation. So x plus 10, and then we have x minus 4. Okay, that is our inequality, the factored form of our inequality. The fourth here class is transposed on the left side. So 40 becomes negative 40, and on the right side there is nothing there, so it becomes 0. That's why it's 0 there. So let's have x. X is equal to negative 10. We are going to check if negative 10 is included. So we have here place x by negative 10 plus 10, and then negative 10 minus 4 should be less than 0. But this one's negative 10 plus 10 is 0. If I were to multiply that one by negative 14, what will be the result? 0 times negative 14, so it will be 0. Therefore, is 0 less than 0? No. So this one is false. So if this one is false, so do not shade this circle here. That's not included. Now let us check the 4. x is equal to 4, then we have same thing, we have 4x 4. 4 plus 10 times 4 again minus 4 is less than 0. Okay, so this one is 14 times 4 minus 4 is 0, less than 0. But 14 times 0 is 0, which is not less than 0. They are equal. Therefore, our 4 is also not included. So, remains like unshaded circle. Okay, let us check the area in between the negative 10 and the positive 4. Okay. And you can choose a number in between. You can choose negative 9, negative 8, negative 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. Why not we choose the 0? It's the easiest. So, if x is equal to 0, then we use this one again. So, we have 0 plus 10, and then 0 minus 10 is less than 0. Okay. So 0 plus 10 is 10. 0 minus 10 is negative 10. Okay. Is less than 0. 10 times negative 10 is negative 100. Is negative 100 less than 0? Yes. Therefore, this one is true. Therefore, the value lies in between here. So, this is our value. The value of x lies between negative 10 and 4. But, length and width and distance cannot be negative. Therefore, in this line number class, we start from 0 and we go before the 4 because 4 is not included. So the values here, the 0 also is not included. You can start from 0.1 up to 3.9999, or if you have the value to the nearest meters, then you can have the 1 here, the 2, or the 3 if we have to the nearest meters. Okay. So the value of our width, which is the x, this is our x, it should be greater than 0. But the x must be less than 4 meters. That's 4 there. It means that the value of x, you can choose the value of x to the nearest meters in, we have choices 1, 2, and 3 meters. So let's check to the nearest meters. So to the nearest meters, we cannot choose the 4 because 4 is not included. So we choose the number that is less than 4, not the 1 because 1 is too small, 2 in between. So we choose the 3 meters here. So the width, which is x, is now equal to 3 meters. What about the other one? So the length now is equal to, which is, this one is x plus 6 plus. So 3 plus 6 is 9 meters. So that is to the nearest meters. So if you're going to check the area now, area is equal to 3 meters times 9 meters. So we have here only 27 square meter, which is less than 40 square meter. nearest to the 10th of a meter is B. To the nearest 10th. To the nearest 10th of a meter, so our weight will be 3.9 meters. Before the 4, we cannot have the 4. 3.9 to the 10th of a meter. And our length will be 6 plus 3.9, so we have 9.9 meters. Then we check it. Area is equal to 3.9 meters times 9.9 meters, and area is 38.6 square meter, which is still less than 40 square meter. Okay. So you choose. If you want it to the nearest meters, we have 27 only. If you are going to use up to the tenths of a meter, then we have 38.6. So this is actually 390 centimeters, if you want that one in centimeters. And this one is 990 centimeters.